Life hacks for healthy eating. I've started a journey to eat healthier, but I've got a history of failing at it. I can start, but sustaining it altogether different. What life hacks have you employed to help you eat better? Apps, tricks, tips, etc.? I'd love to hear what helps people stay eating healthy. I really think easing yourself into it is what makes it sustainable. Start by choosing less processed foods, and introduce them into your diet gradually. Don't immediately cut out anything or you'll just crave it more. Stick with foods you like. Don't make drastic changes, just work on steady improvement. Use a menu planner to help get your ingredients organized. I use Google Keep. Making long-term changes is easier if you add rather than subtract. For example, if you want to eat more veggies, then make sure that you add a veggie with everything you eat: snack, meal, whatever. I was a grazer and at one point, I didn't want that snack because it meant that I'd have to eat a veggie with it. Brush your teeth right after dinner and it can help you from snacking later. Worked for me. It starts and ends at the grocery store. Buy local, seasonal produce and products at the grocery store. If junk food doesn't end up in your home, you can't eat it. Prep your food beforehand and put it in the freezer. Make a few big batches of food different, weigh them in your Tupperware. That way you always eat consistently the same amount. And you can alternate easily. Just heat in the microwave. Get good at cooking what you like. Eat that. I have started making one-pan meals. It's easy to put a roast or chicken in the oven when all you do is throw it in the pan with carrots, potatoes, spices and some water. I add in broccoli, or green beans sometimes. 3 hours at 350. For crock-pot meals it's more like 6-8 hours on high. It is not processed food, it's gluten-free and there's leftovers to eat the next day. I don't like veggies, but I enjoy them in curries, stews and fried rice. I have an assortment of veggies that I chop up really tiny so they blend in well with the rice, and by doing that, I gradually increase the ratio of veggies to rice to a point that I can tolerate. My main issues with veggies are the textures, blandness and green flavor from said veggies. Soups do a good job of subconsciously increasing my intake. Strong soups like oxtail, fish soup, cream soups, shallow lentil soups by means of pressure cooking so veggies don't taste so much like veggies, and texture changes helps a lot too. Getting a soda stream to carbonate my water made me go from like 1 cup a day to a few liters. Tip 1: determine what makes you fail. Is it when you lack time, priority, motivation, sensory issues, lack of experience, endorphin drop? Time management tips will not help if you hate the foods you're eating, neither will an elaborate recipe if you lack time to make it. Plate Joy is a good app for healthy eating. Try to incorporate vegetables into meals as much and as often as possible. Like adding spinach and or peas to sauces, mashing cauliflower into mashed potatoes. There are lots of other tricks you can find with a Google search. Frozen vegetables are really helpful for this. They're just as nutritious, usually cheaper, and you can reduce waste by only using what you need. Always have veggies at home. Eat veggies first, then the rather unhealthy stuff. Don't restrict foods. Just add veggies whenever you can. Prep your veggies right when you get them from the store so you'll use them. Freeze healthy meals so you have a portion or two saved up for later. Get a big jug of smoothie or green juice from the grocery store to make sure you're always getting some fruits and greens. Drinking a cup of green juice instead of a snack feels real good. Eat 3-year-old food: bananas, apples, peanut butter, ants on a log, trail mix. When you find healthy snacks you like, write it down in an ongoing list and make sure you always have these on hand. Depends what your goals are. I love using a big blender for smoothies. It's healthy and a lot of protein in it. Just a few frozen berries, some skyr and stevia milk. Choose a cheat food for salty cravings and one for sweet cravings. For instance, you might have a small amount of nuts if you're craving something salty. Yogurt might work for sweet. I have the same issues. What I'm doing now is intermittent fasting and meal prepping my lunches. I am also making meals that I know that I will eat. I passed on so many salads and meat veggies pre-made meals because I had no desire to eat them. There are a bunch of good crockpot meal preps that I like. YouTube, TikTok and Instagram usually have accounts dedicated to good pre-made meals. I also drink a filling store-bought protein shake on my way home from work so I won't stop for food or snack before dinner. This system works. Realizing and getting angry that the food industry was poisoning me with everything I ate. Change your behaviors and limit opportunities to make bad choices. Throw out processed foods. Resist the urge to buy unhealthy foods while grocery shopping. Listen to music podcasts to help. Limit eating out and accept ordering salads, etc. when you are out. Exercise, get some exercise whatever you're capable of as often as you can. Drink lots of water. Get lots of sleep. Heavily moderate drugs and alcohol. Humans are creatures of routine. You need to get yourself into a healthy routine, force yourself at first if you must, it gets easier. Make the new healthy routine fun. Embrace fiber and learn to love whole wheat everything. It took me a little while to get used to the flavor, but now I have pretty much stopped eating anything with plain white flour. That means whole wheat bread, pasta, pancakes, brownies, etc. Now if I eat regular bread or whatever it tastes bland. I have a great life hack that works for me it seems. Start paying for a food tracking app and then never use it. I don't eat like crap anymore, because I could track it at any point. Lost about 4.5 kilograms in a month, let's see if it works for the next 15-ish kg. Go to the gym and let the body dysmorphia take over. Blend vegetables into pasta sauce, curry sauce etc. I use the Weight Watchers app because it doesn't count calories, you get points, and lots of foods are 0 points. The problem with calorie counting is that everything has calories. That being said, no one has gotten fat eating carrots and apples and lean chicken breasts. So you get more leeway and learn to eat foods that are actually good for you. It's worked well for me anyway. Start small. Make small sustainable changes you can keep. Like don't change your entire diet at once, you'll fail. Instead, move to more cooking from home. Doesn't have to be healthy, just home cooked. Replace fast food with equivalents at home. Eventually start adding more veg and removing highly processed foods. Learn to make more from scratch. Look at finding healthy fats and ditching sugar, bad fats, high salt etc. Also move to drinking only water. For me, I started accurately counting calories in everything I ate. I was soon appalled at some of my eating choices. Now I eat a protein-rich diet and I am satiated all day long, never snacky. Intermittent fasting diet is just time management and you can eat whatever. If you want to turbocharge it, switch to just water, eliminate breads and snacks, eat as much meat as you want. Good luck. Yeah, fill your fridge and kitchen and freezer with healthy food only. There will be something from that you're feeling to eat when you're hungry. First thing to do when you wake up is drink a very large glass of water. Mine is to put my snack foods out on the counter. I find it really easy to grab, say, a granola bar or something that is sugary like that and go off and eat it without a moment's thought. I find it's just as easy to grab a handful of carrots, cucumber or broccoli, if it is sitting out on the counter ready to go. Easier, so I try to make sure that fruit or vegetables are always ready to grab. Decide your proteins for next day before you go to bed. For instance, Tuesdays are chickpea day for me, which means that the last thing I do on Monday night is to put chickpeas on a soak. And while waiting for my hot chocolate at breakfast, I set out the tools I will need for the dinner that day. Having it broken up means I get to sleep on what dish I want with said protein. This means you eat every day according to what past you was thinking you should eat, instead of what current you wants to eat. Don't eat seed oil, eat it.